justice for Rick Hilton, love of my life, because Mo is being kicked to the curb. And that's what you get for leaving Hilton and Highland to start the agency. And by the way, all of this is alleged. I mean, he did start the agency. There's some things that he alleged, and well, it's not even alleged. Everyone says, he took his team. Kyle says, but he had a team. It was the Umansky team, so he didn't steal agents. He just took his team.
It happens all the time. It happens. It just doesn't. It's just rarer because it's family, right? And it did create a divide clearly, and Paris even weighed in, and just Mo is such a moocher, and using her good father's name, and there you have it. So it's going to be a good. I hope it's going to be a good season. I mean, Sutton is the best, so I'm ready for some Sutton.
But in what world are we living that RHOP is gearing up apparently to film? And I don't even know if that's happening right away. There's all these things. It's like, well, I mean, it's happening. But like, where is Beverly Hills? I mean, how is RHOP coming back before Atlanta? Like, what world are we living in?
No, and Atlanta still isn't resolved.
No,
I mean, we
not
have
even
a
close.
few people, right? But we don't even have. I could see RHOP coming back before Atlanta.
It's going to. Atlanta will have been off for like a year and a half by the time it comes back. It's going to be 2025. I mean, I just think like they know Portia's back. Kenya's in. I believe Drew is in. I mean, there's these rumors that Sheree is in. I also don't believe that. But I just think, I think it's New York City that is causing a lot of these problems with Atlanta, because I think the network has the PTSD of when they had two newbies, season 2, McSwiney. You guys call her Leah McSweeney. I call her McSwiney. Season 2, McSwiney, and season 1, my good friend, Ebony K. Williams, class act. I will not say anything bad about Ebony on this podcast because she is my friend. And I don't think she did anything wrong. I think y'all went cuckoo. But they had these two newbies, and then they had the OGs, older women, Ramona, and then that didn't work. And I think they're sitting there and trying to, how are Portia and Kenya going to assimilate with 33-year-old influencers in Atlanta? I mean, you think?
Yes, they're like on that vibe. You think
like, without like overshadowing them, like it's an ensemble show, everyone gets a say. Is that going to work?
Yes. Okay. Yes, I think 100%. I think the problem is, they've got to have that it factor. They have to have that Nene Kim dynamic, right? Which checks so many boxes. I mean, it was crazy. It was, Kim had that, that, who was he? What was his name?
Big Papa.
Big Papa. I mean, it served everything.
Close your legs to married men, you trash box.
They have to have that. If they've got to have that Von Teese moment. And I don't know. It's awfully hard to recreate. I don't know. I know they're searching for it as we speak. They're searching for those women that can bring it, that have depth, that have stuff going on, that have messiness. And Atlanta, I think, is a great place to find it, because I think people are like here in LA, they're willing to be on camera. They're willing to expose themselves. But I think Portia and Kenya, they are smart enough to know the game, right? They're smart enough to, whoever it is, they're going to play the game. They're going to play along with it. But I think it's just a matter, can you find those women? Can you get lucky like you did with Von Teese and keep it going? And
by the way, I'm actually happy about this, because we've rushed so many seasons and then they're horrible. So like, I do feel like they're doing that with Potomac a little too much. Like, I would rather have them just slow down Atlanta and try to, if you don't feel the chemistry, producers, guess what? We ain't going to feel it either. So take a few more days, months to pause it out, which makes me shocked that Potomac is so fastly moving ahead. I guess it was clear we were fine. I think it was clear we were firing Robin from day one. And now Candace did that. So
I think they would have, if Robin and Juan had brought it, even if Robin and Juan had gone on camera and Robin went, you know what? Yeah, I mean, I just talked to Carlos about this. We were in agreement. Like if Robin had just come on and said, yeah, you know what? He could be fooling around. I don't care. We've been together since we were diddles and daddles. We've been together since we were 17. We're going to die together. And yeah, you know, he definitely, and I don't care. I'm busy doing my hats and my sons. I think everyone would have been like, okay, Juan's trash, but all right, we get it, you know, and that would have been the storyline. And Juan, like if Juan just showed up and he's like, yeah, you know what? I was hanging out with this chick and was it poor judgment? Yeah, but Robin and I people have arrangements like that in their marriages, every state in this country.
Well, okay, Mia and Ashley are very open about Ashley's very open about her marriage.
Yeah, she and Michael had threesomes for years prior to the boys. So I think people would have got it, but they wouldn't do that. And I don't know, maybe Juan has another job lined up. So they were like, to hell with it. We'll just be off TV. And I don't know how they're going to make.
Guess what?
They were making insane money.
That's what I was going to say. I don't know how much the other job was, but Ashley was probably way up there in season 8.
I mean, according to Carlos, Robin was around 700,000.
Yeah, that's what I would have said.
You ain't gonna make that. I mean, maybe she's making that from her hats. I don't know. And I think they bought a Glow, GLO skincare studio in the DC region, which is all about, you know, aesthetic. You can get Botox and all that stuff there. But you know how hard it is to run a brick and mortar. It's a grind. It's a grind.
Listen, I was excited about Salt Lake Housewives season 4, like 1 out of 10. I would say that, and they look what they did. They, you know, so I'm excited for the new season of Potomac, 1 out of 10 at this point. Now Keiana Stewart is apparently coming back. You apparently know this person that there apparently is going to be cast.
I worked with Stacey Rusch at Fox 5 DC. Stacey Rusch.
Okay, talk to us.
Oh, Stacey Rusch. Well, here's what I know. So Stacey Rusch is allegedly cast as she is a DC socialite for sure.
Gorgeous.
She has a beautiful daughter. Now, she has worked at multiple television stations. So she worked at Fox 5 DC as a traffic reporter briefly. It did not work out. Then she went over
Why not?
ABC 7. I don't think that they thought, I don't have any knowledge of this, but it was a very short stint. I just don't think she's a good TV reporter, that she was a good TV or traffic reporter. I think that is why.
Did she confuse the lines?
Yeah, probably. I can't remember if it was that or I think you just have to. You got to be really, you know, to be a reporter, you've got maybe like this is a better role for her. You know, she's always been so very, very, very sweet. So that's my thing. Can she bring it and be messy? She was never, you know, very sweet, very messy, but like to be a journalist, to be a traffic reporter, you got to kind of be on your ish and you've got to be like serious and collected. And I think it didn't last long. So clearly there was something wrong there. They didn't like, deliver. And
was
then
she late to work?
Oh,
was she late to work? Drunk all the time at work?
No, but she worked for ABC 7's Good Morning America. It didn't work there as an anchor and reporter.